my name's Diane Crecelius. I'm a physical therapist and the founder of ABC Pediatric Therapy out of Ohio, out of the southwest corner of Ohio. And I was very small at one time and grew to a much bigger size and ultimately sold part of my company and merged with someone else because I was made an offer I couldn't refuse. And I just am super passionate about sharing any information I have to make sure things go really well for you. And I hope that you get an offer that you can't refuse at the end of your journey, because that's what I want for you. And it's been very amazing. I know a lot of people do school contracts between 9 and 2, and I did too. When I was first starting, I did school contracts. I loved school contracts. They paid a lot. It's consistent money. You don't have to fight to get paid like you do with insurance. It's very predictable, and you get paid for every minute. It's not a question if you're going to get paid or not. So for that reason, I think school contracts are great. And so do them. And I don't think anybody should not do them. However, we no longer do them. And I'm going to just kind of explain the why behind that. What happened was we hire all of our staff on salary, and that's just what we choose to do. I'm not judging anyone else. I'm just saying that's what we choose to do. And so when I had school therapists and they were off for a school holiday, which they get a lot of, and they were off for the summer, I then had to figure out how to keep them busy. So we would offer camps, and you know, kids can come during the day. All school age kids could probably come during the day in the summer, right? For most of them. So we were able to keep them busy-ish, but it was always the biggest negative for us that during non-school times, we had a more difficult time keeping our school therapists busy. Now, if you hire school therapists that only want to work the school schedule, okay, great, you could do that. And then that takes care of that problem. Now, here's the caveat that was a super aha moment for me about a year and a half ago. A colleague of ours merged with a larger company, and more than half of their company was school contracts. And when they merged, the corporation they merged with did not find value in the school contracts. And here's why. Because if you choose that direction, I'm not saying you will, and if you would have told me 10 years ago, this would have been my end story, or anyway, I don't know about an end story, but I would have done this. I would have said no way, right? So you just don't know what your story is going to be. But if a corporation ends up buying you, if you end up merging with someone larger, the school system may not choose to renew the contract. If they're not renewing that contract, and then we're going to find that that has no value to the corporation. So when you're bought out by another entity, school contracts like that don't have value. And so be careful to think with that, because when you're looking at your profitability at the end of the year, is that the same way profitability is going to be viewed down the road when you're looking to make an exit? Now, again, you can do it now, but not do it then. You just need to have that in mind and kind of build up to where you're ready to consider whether or not that's truly profitability or going to be viewed as profitability. Now, if you're bought by another, partner, small entity, another one-man band or two-man band, then they'll probably renew that contract and it will be a value. But I just wanted you to think with that and understand it may or may not be a value. But school contracts are one way to build the schedule between 9 and 2 and keep your people busy.